Now what we need to do is really just build in a reveal into this wall structure. So if we click on this wall and then we go over here and we hit edit type and then we go into the structure button and then we hit the preview button and then we change this to say sectional view and click out. Let's change our sample height to be 900 millimeters, which is what our wall really is. You'll notice that our options in here are now available because we've got our preview with our sectional view turned on there. So if we can click on there, we can zoom in a little bit like that. So what we're going to do is add a reveal in there by adding a reveal, and by default it just plugs in the default reveal, which I'm not exactly sure. I think it's 800 by 800, or I think it's actually 200 by 200 millimeters, which would be about 8 by 8 inches. And then you position that in there. So you can say, set that at the top and then hit apply. And then you can, bring that down by 200 millimeters and then hit apply. Oh, I wanted to go minus 200. And then it'll start to remove material. So we're going to use this function to remove the material at the top, but we don't have the right profile right now. So we're going to have to create that profile. So cancel, cancel, cancel all the way out. Okay, so let's create a new profile. So we go up to our big purple R and we say new, family. It's very important that we select the right template file specifically for reveal profiles. Okay, so we want to go down here and you'll see it says profile hosted, profile rail, profile reveal. Okay, sweeps don't have to have their own profile template file, but reveals do. So to do this, you have to use that template file. Reveal. Boom. Hit OK. Opens it up. So there's the wall face, and this is the wall side over here. So we're going to just start by using the CADclips 4B, which is our brains, bones, balance, and body. So we'll start by creating some reference planes somewhere over here. Okay, and then we'll add in some dimensions. Turn those into parameters. Oh, imperial. Escape, escape. My mistake again. Let's close this file. Save, no. Back to here. Start again. New. Family. Not imperial. I want to go to metric templates. And I want profile. Reveal. Same thing, but I want the metric version. I got to keep an eye on that. Reference plane. Click, 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 click. Dimension from here to here and from here to here. Okay, that rectangle is going to represent the void space that's going to get removed at the top of the planter. Escape, escape. Now what I'm going to do that with our brains and bones is I'm going to take this guy and turn it into a parameter by clicking on here and say add parameter, and I'm going to go into here and I'll call this reveal width and make it a type instance, and I'll take this guy and I'll turn that into a parameter as well, and I'll call this reveal height and also instant, so I can change it, that's your choice. Click out, and now I want to set some default values in there. So I want, if I'm going to say it's a meter wide and I want to have 200 on each side, that's 400, so I want this to be probably 600. And the reveal height, I want it to be about 200 deep. Okay, so this is 2 feet by 8 inches roughly. So I say OK and apply. So it's going to take those and apply those to there. Okay, and then I can flex that if I want by going in and trying different numbers and watch this update. Okay, so I know this is more or less working. because they did update. So now what I need to do is just create some lines and lock it to these reference planes. So I go back to my home tab and I use the line tool. I use the rectangle. I pick on that intersection and I go lock, 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 lock. Escape, escape. Now I'm going to save this. I'll say big purple R, save as, family. I'm going to save it in my J drive. In my planter wall folder here, and I can name that planter reveal .rfa family file, right? So there's my family, and now I can load that into the project. Okay, now I can go to, I like a 3D view, but it doesn't have to, and I can select the wall, and then I can go into the edit type. Now my preview and everything is still left over from the last time, which is set up to be in section. I click on here and then these options become available. If this is set to be plan, you won't get these options, and if your preview isn't flown out over here, you won't get that either. So you have to do the preview and make sure it's set to be in section view. And again, I'm going to set this to be 900 millimeters high, which is about 3 feet high, so it's about the height of my wall. And now I'm going to go into reveals. And inside of here, I'm just going to move this over a little bit because I can do an apply and update, and I'm going to say add profile. Now, if I wanted to, I could say load and go load one from a drive somewhere. But if it's already loaded, I hit add, and then I click on here, and I can see there it'll list that planter reveal. And then I just right off the bat hit apply and see where it goes. Okay, click over here. It's off here to the side. So the first thing I know is it has to be at the top. So I can hit apply on that. Then I can say distance from the top. Well, I know it's got to be minus 200 to drop it down, hit apply. Now, moving across from the side, do I want it from the exterior or interior? Doesn't really matter. All I know is I want to offset it by, again, 200 millimeters. So I hit apply, and in it goes. Okay, so if I did 200 from the interior, that would move it over to there. No. So let's play with these numbers. Let's go 600. And let's go 6. That looks like I need to go 800. Okay. So offset 800 from the interior, and I guess that would be this. Looks like this is 800 from there. So if I change this to be exterior and hit apply, I'm getting the same thing. So it's a matter of playing with your numbers a little bit. Okay, so we hit OK, and OK, and OK, and there it is. And all you have to do now is click on here and grab this little grippy guy that's in there, and you can pull that down. Okay. And from there you can just, create another one or create similar, and from in there you can, use the rectangle tool, or you can use the arc tool, or you can use a circle tool. Escape, escape. If it's open-ended, all you have to do is remember to just grab this grip and pull this down. And that's it. Oh, that's a little bit too far, but I'll let you adjust that. So depends on what angle you're on. And there you have it, your planter wall by building in a reveal to the top of the wall.